You may have noticed something that I have already removed couple of files from here that was not the part of our model. So you can just match it and remove it. Apart from that, in this video, we are going to talk about that how to make the data connection effective for similar kind of database. Like in this case, if you see, we have these three sales files. Connecting them individually and then finally merging them, appending them over here into one single file is not a good idea. Why? Because right now we have these 3 years of sales, 26, 15, 16 and 17. What if the next year, which is 2018, we will be getting new sales file? We again have to do the same procedure. We have to connect 2018 file, then we have to append it with the sales file, which is something manual intervention is required. What I'm looking for is something automated. So better is keep all those related files into one single folder, and instead of connecting individually to those files, better connect it to a folder which has all those files. So later on, for the next years or next month, whatever, you just need to put in the file into the source folder, and over here you just need to click on the refresh. That's it. It will automatically take the data from all the files. That is the beauty. And irrespective of the name of the file, it will simply give us the data. Generally, if you change the name of the file into the source, it won't be able to refresh. So that problems also resolve if you connect to a folder. I hope you understood these two things. Now let us see how we can connect to a folder. Before that, I would suggest that delete all the sales files so far that we have connected to. There is no use of the same. I'll select it in just completely. I'll right click and I'm going to delete it. Simple. And also this revenue calculation is not required. I'll simply clean up our model. That's what we have seen to understand invoke column function. And so far we have the customers, we have the product, category, territories, calendar, returns, couple of files we have to connect right now. First of all, let me show you how to connect to a folder. So to do so, if you see under the new source, under the home tab in the Power Query, we don't have the folder option available. For this, we have to click on the new source, and from here we have to connect to that folder. The files which I have already given you as the case study, it already has a folder in the name of AW sales, which has all the sales files into it. We are going to use it directly. So if you see under the all, you have the folder option available. I'll simply click on connect and I'll be able to connect it. Let it just reach out over there. And I can simply browse that folder, right? So let me just browse it. It is way, I've kept it way inside. So let me just reach out to that place. Just 1 second. And right. Okay. There we go. Case study 1. And there I have that AW sales folder. Right, here it is. Okay, it has all the three files, 15, 16 and 17. Let it just connect it. This is how it's going to show you. This is the list of all the files which present into that folder. We're okay with that. Simply we'll say click and combine and transform data. Right, so let it do that step for us. Okay, there you go. So we have the preview of the data based on the first 200 rows. It is just giving us checking the data type also. Everything is fine. I'll simply click OK. And after that, you will notice that we'll be having an entire tree over here, a query tree. I'll show you. There we go, right? You can see this tree I was talking about. I can simply collapse it. It's not required right now. It is just, it's been auto-generated. So we'll not temper around with this thing. And then we have AW sales as the entire combined data. I'll show you it is actually combined. First of all, I will be cleaning up a couple of things. The very first column is basically the source. If I click on this drop down, you will notice we have, let me just load more, and you will see 3 years of sales. So which is good. It means it connected all the 3 files which resides in that AW sales folder. I don't want the source column because there is no use of the same. I'll remove it by right clicking onto the same. I'll remove it. Apart from that, definitely I'm going to check the data types. For order date, it has been detected as a date. Stock date, it's a date. Order number, it's a text. Product key, customer key, territory key. All these are being considered as number, which is absolutely fine. And the type of table, you know that it's a fact table. So I'll simply put F over here and enter. It's fact sales table. And we are done with this, and I wanted to show you that whether it is having all the data or not. Remember, the very first date was in the data of was 1st of January 2015, and the last date was 30th June 2017. So let's see. So earliest date we can see over here. What is the latest date? To do so, I'll go to transform, and under the date option we have latest option available. So let me click on this. It will convert the entire table into one single value. If you see June 30th 2017, so we are okay. It means it's good. I'm just removing the step so that we'll back to the original data. So that's it. So this is how we connect to a folder, right? It's very beneficial. If you have similar type of files, always try to put it into a folder and connect to that. Trust me, take my words, it will be very good for you. So what else is left? We got customers, we got products, category. We don't have subcategory table right now. Okay, so one table is left. Let us just connect to that also. It is text or CSV, remember? And let me just go back to the case study 1, and sales files we have connected to already. Subcategories is something which is left right now. So I'll simply connect it. Okay, let it come. There we go. Okay. And let us do those two things. First of all, the name of the table, I'll simply change it to D. It's a dimension table, D hyphen subcategories. And if you look at the columns over here, which is absolutely fine. I believe the data types are also okay. I'm good with that. This is the basic data and nothing needs to be done over here. No need to transform anything. And by this, we are done connecting everything over here. Okay. So I believe you understood how to connect to a folder. I believe you are so far comfortable that we connected all the data sources into a file. One more thing we have to talk about in Power Query. So in the next video, we'll talk about that, and then we'll move forward towards data modeling and then DEX and then data visualization. Thank you.